Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of the Brian Colletto Show here on Fireside. And I guess this is streaming to another channel because for the first time ever, it says you are simulcasting to other platforms. Um, I hope you all can hear me when you listen back to this. If not, please let me know because I am using a mini mic for the first time ever. So I wanted to test this out and see if this provides some really good sound as I do my show. So tonight, I entitled this show Autism and Masking. And the reason that I chose to make this my title is because of some things that I was reading yesterday as I was preparing to uh, talk about what I'm going to talk about tonight. And let me start off by saying that this is inspired by um, the um model Christine McGuinness, who revealed that she was diagnosed um, with autism at the age of 33, and um, and that was, I think, last year. Um, so it's out there in public when she was diagnosed. But that was after all three of her kids were diagnosed, and um, and without getting too much into it, she and her husband are separating or are already separated. And she recently revealed that for a long time she masked her um, issues, meaning that certain things that she felt embarrassed to reveal, she masked them. And some people on the autism spectrum are known for doing that. Um, and I I might have been one of them at one time, especially when I was a kid and I didn't know what it was. My my parents knew what it was, but I didn't until I was about midway through my teens. And even then, um, and especially into my early 20s, while I knew it, um, it was hard for me to embrace the autism because I wasn't like everybody else going out and having fun all the time and living that great life um, that society says you should. But over time, and especially within the last few years, I've become very comfortable talking about my autism. With some people, yeah, maybe it doesn't go too far. And then with others, uh, they'll go more in depth into a conversation. And I think that it is important to be able to do all of that because um, the more we embrace it, the better we'll be, and the more it'll show. And when I began to uh, show more of my autism, type more about it, talk more about it, I began to really embrace connecting with people that have a connection to that, whether they're on the spectrum or they're parents and guardians of people that are on the spectrum. And so um, I don't know if I'll get a chance to um, be able to chat directly with Christine McGinnis in the future. Um, but um, but it did inspire my talk, and you know, I would love that opportunity if it does come. But you know, with time, God will uh, show me His plan. Um, and then the other thing that I want to mention is that another story I saw that was inspiring is uh, a man who was recently on The Price is Right, being on the spectrum. He had a dream of getting on there and being called on stage, and it happened. And he won $16,000 on the show. Now, I don't have those ambitions of getting on The Price is Right. Um, I won't rule it out, but it's not something that I'm pursuing. But he is an inspiration, and I'm very proud of him. I don't remember his name as I'm doing the show. And interestingly, uh, the night before this talk, one of my childhood friends from school DM'd me a video of a young man with autism who bowled a perfect 300. I don't think this is the same kid that I read about several months ago, but um, nevertheless, it was very cool to see. And it just goes to show you that when you unmask and you put in all the work and you go for your dreams, that you can achieve anything. So, kudos to both of them. Now, since no one is listening live here on Fireside, um, I would like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about my week, because I do put that in my segment as I do my weekly shows. So, over this past week, um, there were a few activities that took place for me. Um, I went to two different networking events in a period of 24 hours. One of them was a little bit of distance, close to a half hour, and the other one was right in my hometown. And there was another one that I could have done last Friday, but it would have just been too much. And it was my father's birthday last Friday. So, belated happy birthday to him, as I say on this show. Um, he is one of my inspirations for sure. And in particular with my workouts and my fitness routines, which I've talked about on the show before and may do again in the future. But I did not have that planned out for tonight. So Um, with that, um, I believe that I feel complete with doing the show tonight for you all. And I want to thank everyone who listens to the show back, whether it's for a few seconds, a minute, the entire thing, no matter how long. I appreciate you, and I'm grateful that you have chosen to listen to my show. And until the next time, next week, I send you all love, light, happiness, and peace.